Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a little bit of a haul to share with you. Really nothing, I don't think anything exciting. I'm just gonna show you some little stuff that I've gotten in the past week or so. I am also going to share with you, I did not film this process, but I did take some pictures, so I'm gonna put them here so you can see the before, or I shouldn't say the before, but the during. So most of you know, if you've been following for a little while, know that I've had these composition notebooks. I have 2 of them. And historically, I have gone ahead and I have used these to put some of my kind of leftover for certain manufacturers. So at one point, I think this was my crepe paper, and this was like my pink paisley, Jen Hadfield. It was a this one was, one of them was more of a mishmash. I was watching a couple of different YouTubers do a little tidy of their space. And one of the things that struck me about them is that they have something similar, but it's set up by theme and by colors. Now, some of you may know that I also have, let me try to move something because I do have it handy here. I have my, what I like to call, oh man, this is heavy, my color binder. So this has die cuts by color, separated out. I've shown this. It's in my organization playlist. If you, Scrapbook Organization playlist, if you want to take a look, you'll find it. You'll find some link to the color binders. But these are all die cuts. Well, let me say that again. These are all die cuts, fussy cuts, and some stickers, like leftover where the pack isn't so big. One of the things that I decided to do was to separate this more like that. I'm gonna try it. I tried it with this kind of smaller section for colors. I could have very well put them in the other binder that I just showed you, but I'm a little reluctant, and let me share with you why. So part of the process was going through, as I'm going to just show you, I'm just going to flip through. This is composition notebooks, very inexpensive. I got them many moons ago at the Dollar Tree. I have covered the pages as Janet Madison from RTS Scrapbooking had shown us many, many years ago with wax paper to be able to lift off the embellishments. These happen to be acetate, but you get the gist. I just use a rolling adhesive, a dot adhesive, sorry, not rolling. And I separated it out so that these are my browns, these are blacks. You get all the color families here. And I gave myself a little bit of room, you know, to expand if needed. But one of the things, as I was going through these, of what was already in there, I separated them into themes, and whatever didn't have a theme, I have put into colors. That's just how I scrap. This may not work for everyone, but this is just how my brain works when I'm scrapping. I'm either in a theme, which is this, or I'm in a color. My themes that I have found so far are more like everyday, crafty, home/food, what I'm calling childhood, games/fairs, summer, winter, clothing, travel, birthday/celebration, floral/garden, and animals. So I have room to grow if I want to expand my themes, but I also have some have you know, obviously that other color binder. So one of the things I learned about myself, let me continue to flip here and just show you, have something to look at. One of the things that I learned about myself in this process, I got rid of a stack of things that were in here. And I will say, not all of them were die cuts. They were fussy cut items and not flowers. I did have some flowers, but what I got rid of mostly were things that I cut, things that I may have punched out of paper scraps that have been in there for a really long time. Now, just in the terms of timelines, these composition notebooks I did and made these after I had my color binder. So I have gone through everything in my composition notebooks, and I have kept only what I think I will use. Now, I would love to think that, wow, you know, I'm going to hang on to everything and I am going to use it. Well, clearly, lies we tell ourselves sometimes, which is me. And by we, I mean I tell myself. Because some of these things have been in here since I created this. So that is what I was getting at with this particular one. I had stuff in here that I went through and got rid of because there were things in here that I no longer loved and were not specific die cuts. I did have some die cuts, and those I am bringing. I have an upcoming crop, and those I will be bringing to the crop to see if any of my friends or anyone at the crop, we usually have like a free table. But the other thing that I know I have to do is to come back at some point, not today, but at some point I am going to have to go through and have an honest conversation with myself about what I think I may use and what I probably won't. And if there are things here that are themed, that they should go elsewhere in my theme composition notebook. So I did not buy anything new. Those two composition notebooks are ones that I already had in my stash. When I do these type of organizational type, see, this could go into floral. I'm already like thinking these could go into floral. I could have, I don't know, like a heritage or something where I could put like these acetate, if you will, these acetate clocks, this typewriter. I could put this. Wait, did I have an office or no? Maybe I'm just. No, I don't have an office one, but I may put that typewriter because it's an older looking typewriter. Like this is about summer. So definitely some of these could come out. Friends can go in the juvenile section. These florals again could go in that juvenile section, in the floral section. So you get my drift, right? So I do, because this is packed full of die cuts, and I do use them. You see empty spaces. I fill them up, take them out, whatever. And but I need to do this. I need to, like, this would belong in animals. If I even need, like, when am I going to use a green and white striped elephant? Realistically, the bird I'm probably more apt to use, but not the elephant. I don't think so. I have a section for leaves. Like I know I will never use that bird. Like why did I keep such things? So that is where I am, guys. And it's going to be a journey. This is going to take me some time to go through, but sorry, I got a little avalanche going on here. And so I have that. I have that project. Like I said, I have shown you my color notebook. Let me just thumb through this so that you can see it. This is, right now, this is my everyday section. It's not too full. And what is in here is my embellishments that are not attached to collections. So this is not everything I own. This is just what is loose, right? What is collections and collection papers have been dwindled. There are no more of those. I threw some of these I fussy cut, like here, I can tell which ones I fussy cut. I threw out so many that I fussy cut because honestly, guys, I set them off to the side. I shouldn't say I threw them out, but for friends to go through. I just don't use them. Like, I loved Auburn Lane so much that I wanted to keep everything, and I did. But this is the home / food section. I just wanted to keep everything. So you'll see some of them still in here. Maybe this is the food. Yeah, here's the food. I have a lot of ice cream. Sometimes when I'm just looking for things, like the other day, I know, I was putting a page kit together for one of my new series that I'm gonna be sharing with you guys. And I was like, I must have like something food related that I can put in here, because it's not any like specific thing. I don't think I'm going to find the specific thing that I was making, but I'm like, maybe I could find something like food related, even if it's not the exact same thing. Do you think I could find anything? No, because it wasn't set up like this. It was set up by manufacturer. So maybe now it'll be a little bit easier. So this is the juvenile. You get my gist, right? I started to put musical and dance in here just because I was like, ooh, I'm going to need this guitar for an upcoming layout. I'm like, I am going to need to find that. So that's the only way that I could think of. This is more like games, tickets. I was trying to think of like better ways to divide up my sections. And sorry, I just had a huge sneeze and I had to pause. And then, we go on to the summer section, the clothing. Oh, I have a winter. Did I put? Oh yeah, it's winter. Okay. Winter, clothing. You'll see some of the clothing in here. I don't have a ton, but again, like if I was making a layout about the beach or something like that, where I wanted to use some of the clothing, like bathing suits or something to that effect, I could just go in here. Sunglasses. This is the summer. No, this is the travel section. And on, right? So the travel section is quite large. Not as large as the floral. I did keep many of the florals that I fussy cut because these I just absolutely loved. I got rid of some, but not all. Not all. The flower section, and then I do have, this is more like gardening. And then I do have some like journaling spots with some florals or words with florals, some tags with florals. Again, everything florals. And then I think there is a section. Yeah, there's one on plants and there's one I have on leaves. Here's the rest of them. I'm like, I know that's not the end of them. And then we go into the animals. I have a ton of butterflies. But I love butterflies. I love using butterflies on my layouts. So, and then I have some other stuff, bunnies, deer heads, like I love that. And then, birds. The birds are all in the backside here. So anyway, so I have to go through that other binder, the color binder, and select things that may be more appropriate to come in here. All right. So now let me do a quick adjustment, and then I'm going to show you what I picked up some things from Joann's. All right, guys. So I have a very general haul from Joann's. Okay. I'm like, I know I had a couple of other things. I ended up going, you must have heard the news, Joann's, in case you haven't heard, Joann Fabrics declared bankruptcy for the second time in the year, in 2024, I believe. And if they don't get a buyer, then there is a chance that they may not be around. And I think the time frame is something like March. So I got a little concerned, and I was thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it some more. And I got really worried for a couple of reasons. Not this. I can get paper pretty much anywhere. I like some of the simplicity of being able to go and touch paper. I don't have a ton of, there are maybe 2 scrapbooking stores in my state, and probably the closest one that has this kind of stuff is probably about 45 minutes or so away. There is one that is a little bit closer, probably around maybe 35, 40 minutes. But the selection is a little bit different, put it that way. So I am in the process. So I was, again, in my head, very worried. So I ended up, this was on sale. I ended up picking up, this is the Art for Everyone. I'm just going to do a quick flip through. You guys have seen these. These are a lot of Vicky Boutin's, kind of her, there's so many papers in here. I don't have any of her full collections. So this is a really nice treat for me. I have gotten exposed to more and more of her stuff in some of the classes that I've taken, and I really have liked them. So for that reason, I was like, you know what? I still have a ton of embellishments from the class, and let me just go pick this up. Maybe I can make some stuff with it, right? So that I got on its own. My main worry, this is my main worry. My favorite, let me just my favorite cardstock to purchase. Now I have an affinity for let me just see, are these all the same? Nope. For texture cardstock. But sometimes I do like myself some non-textured, just smooth cardstock. Now, you're probably saying, Jenny, those 3 kind of stacks that you have all look like white. They may look like all white, but they're different tones of white, and I like them for different things. So my go-to is this one. It's the Basil CS White. And tell me if I cannot find them. Like if I try to find this particular one on their website, I have not been able to find it. I've used the name, I've used the SKU, I've used multiple things, can't find it. This is Coconut Swirl, and this is the first time I've seen it. Mine hasn't, I've never noticed that they've carried this called Double Thick White. So I was having a discussion with some friends because they thought that this Double Thick White was like the marshmallow. Did I say that right? Marshmallow, yeah. Here's the marshmallow. The marshmallow is like, you hear that? It is thick, and this is kind of my go-to for off-white. I love this cardstock. So I was like, I don't need it this second, but I really want to make sure that I keep my, and they were having a sale on top of it. I'm like, I really need to keep my what's the word I'm looking for? I really need to keep my stock of those things up, because what if they do end up going under and I'm stuck? I did the same thing for two other color categories, and that is green and that is blue. So I bought a bunch of green, and I bought a bunch of different blues, because you can never have the right blue. Some of this, I will say, I am going to share with, I'm making a birthday package for one of my girlfriends who is having a birthday next month. So some of this will be shared with her. So there's that. I did pick up some of the designer series paper. Oh, here's another green. Just want to keep the cardstock separate here. And I think I've tried to put this in I think by collection. If you can hear some beeping, it is the most annoying. My husband has fiddled with it. I have gone back there, and it's something in I don't know, some kind of pump that's in the unfinished part of the basement. There's a door blocking it, so I'm hoping you can't hear, but that's okay. So I have some of these Bold and Brights from Bicky Boutin. I fell in love with these hearts. I think it's called Take Heart. I love both sides of those, so I ended up getting two. I don't know if these spinning wheels, if I've played with this before, but I love this green. So I ended up getting 4 of these, but really I only ended up getting 2 for the spinning wheels, and really 2 for the green to use as background. So there's Vicky. These are ones that I picked up from the Paige Evans Adventurous collection. And let me go through them. There is this purple floral, which I really liked. It has the blues and purples in it, and I loved this. It is a travel collection, if you can't tell by the name. And I love this one with the planes. I have an upcoming trip coming up, so I really can't wait to use it. Not as if I obviously have travel paper, but I couldn't pass it up. This is really, really cute. This map paper, and it's in 2 different shades. So I was like, ooh, I'm definitely getting 2 of those. This flower, I don't think I bought, is this Adventures? Yeah. I don't know if I bought it for this side. Let me just flip it over. No, I think I bought it for this side. Oh, I've got all the papers, all kinds of ways. This tag paper I thought was really cute because I didn't buy any embellishments. And I like this as well, the teal. Now, yeah, I'll just keep going through the papers. This is B. Valent, and this is Sketchbook. I picked up just a few. I love this tag paper, so I did pick up 2. I don't like to be limited if I'm picking up the tag papers, because sometimes I do want to fussy cut things out of the tags and use them, and sometimes I just want to use them plain like this. So okay, here's this blue leaf, but I really got it for the butterflies. I'm always a sucker for the butterflies. I don't know why. I really loved this striped paper because I was playing with the paper, and I was like, oh, yes, 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 yes. Every day, yes. Loved it. And then we come to Lovely One. I don't think it was this side. I think I bought it for this side so that I could cut some of the and use these as journaling. Is that from, I think I was questioning myself whether or not that was from Sketchbook when I was at the store, but I was like, even if it doesn't go on, I think I can use it. I bought this for both of these sides. The floral is just a really pretty small floral, medium-sized floral. I really liked the pop of the pink. And then you have the ledger paper. If worst comes to worst, I will use the ledger paper. I really like this yellow. I think this is why I bought it. But I always love myself some lemon as well. And I ended up picking up a couple of sheets of the Forever Fields, the Maggie Holmes paper called Seeking. I love this paper. And just this other one. I love the blue hues for some reason. And this one, it got me. And this is the ledger paper, and this is the floral. Again, it's called Flowering Fields, but I really bought them for the blues. Okay. So now let me show you. These are things I have to reorganize. I ended up, I picked up these thickers. I know. I've said it before. I don't need to be buying any thickers, but I had a weakness. They were 40% off. And in a moment of weakness, I bought them. So here they are, the ones for adventurers. I think they're a little bit more versatile. I do like the smaller alphas for the thickers. So, and I have more. I bought 2 more packages because of the navy. Do you know how hard it is to find the navy? I'm sorry, I'm getting like full glare. The navy, it is really hard. I was like, you know what? I am buying it. I am buying the navy. I don't care. All right, so now I'm going to pivot and we're going to do a little bit of organizing because I ordered a bunch of dies from different places and I need to organize them in some fashion. I'm going to separate them out into themes because that's how I like to, if they have a theme, that's usually how I'm buying them lately, unless they're kind of a generic die. So let me come back. I'm going to unpackage all of them and then I'm going to set them out by theme. I'll be back. So I'm going to run through and tidy these up a little bit before I put them in the, this is how most dies come. So I'm just going to, I have my little trusty tools here that I have on the side, but I can't tell you how good it feels to be down here in my space. I think I had shared in a previous video in the event that you've missed it. I got very sick at the end, like right around the holidays, around Christmas time. And I just could not be down here at all. I ended up shifting. Well, I was on vacation at the time. It took me a while to recover, but it's been so cold here where I live. In this area down here in my scrap room, it is not heated. This is where I work. And normally I can do just fine with my little portable stand-up electric heater. It's a tall one. It's not like your little rinky-dink ones. It heats up, the room. But I was just in such a bad state. It took me so long. Even now, like I'm still dealing with the runny nose. After all this time, it is now almost the middle of January. No, more than the middle. What am I saying? It's more than the middle of January and I'm still dealing with some of the after effects. It's fine. I will be fine, but so even after I started to feel better, we had an Arctic blast and it's just been not efficient for me to be down here in the sense of like we're really wasting energy by me being down here when I could be upstairs and nice and comfy anyway. These, you guys, if you may remember, these are the old Making Memories tools. I threw out the little case, but I still have all of the tools, I believe. They're in various places, but I still do have them. All right. And I don't know where all of these came from, but I tried to take advantage of some sales, and I just kind of just watched them keep piling up. And then I was like, eventually I'll organize them. I'll get around to it. And today is that day. So, all right, I think that's fine. And I really, when I buy these, I really like to, I lost that one. I like to use, I like to buy some that that are versatile, right? That it may be themed, but I may be able to use it for, many years. Like good tools should, right? When you're spending the money. All right. Alrighty. And what else was I going to say? There's been lots of changes to our, I don't know if these are meant to be split. I think I'm going to keep them together. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep them together. This one I think should come out. There we go. Lots of changes to our crafting community. Some of you may have heard about Tim Holtz on the longer designing for Ranger. Vicky Booten is moving over to I'm like questioning myself. 49 a market, is that right? I think so. All right, these are good. These are the Christmas ones. All right, and did I say Paige Evans already? Yeah, Paige Evans as well. She's moving over to Pink Fresh. That was the most recent announcement that I heard through the grapevine. And, you know, it just got me thinking about, you know, kind of not in a bad way, but just about the future of our hobby. And, you know, what might be some things that we do or we explore as a community to try to recruit, for lack of a better word, I'll come back to that one because it's a little bit more intricate. Recruit some newer folks who may be thinking about wanting to do something like we do. I was thinking about like a YouTube hop that people might be interested in just very quickly. And I don't know if that's the way to do it, but I was thinking about, like, wouldn't it be nice to have somebody, like, if we had somebody who was just interested in learning a little bit about, like, what got us scrapbooking. Most of us have talked about that maybe in our initial YouTube videos, but I'm wondering if beyond that we can also support our YouTube community here on this platform to say, you know, who were some of the scrapbookers who you first watched, right? Because I always think that's interesting. Like, how did you discover, not only how did you discover there was a platform here on YouTube for scrapbookers, one, and then once you did, like, who was it that you followed? I know I have some and I laugh because I totally fangirled this morning. This is what I think got me thinking about it, because I was like, oh my God, so-and-so subscribe to my channel. I gotta step this up a little bit more. And then I was like, no, like, I was thinking to myself, I was like, you really need to give yourself a little bit of grace. You're not going to go like a lunatic and like try to do stuff just because this individual that you have like admired and you have followed and you love her stuff has been a subscriber, you know, has joined to be a subscriber for your channel. And so I lost my mind for a minute there, but I'm back. I got it back together. You know, I know it probably seems like maybe dumb to some people, but I was like, you know, it made me really excited to know that this person, I was even on this person's radar. Like, how did that even, I don't know how that happened. Did something happen with the YouTube, what do you call it? The algorithm? Who knows, right? All right. So anyway, so I had a moment where I lost my mind there for a second. And this is the worst part. Is like, what does that say? I think this says Christmas. I think that's what that says. No, I was going to say celebration. No, that does not say celebration. Let me turn it over. Oh, Wonderland. Maybe if I turn it over, that would have made sense, right? That would have made sense. Okay. So let's turn them over. But no, seriously, it did bring me joy to see this individual join my community and be one of my subscribers. But I did fangirl for a good half hour or so. And then I came back to, you know, you sometimes I think if you're not a YouTuber, you don't realize the amount of effort and energy that it takes to do what we do. And I know I've been because of that, like I would comment, I would subscribe, I would, you know, just try my best to be supportive. And sometimes, so I'll tell you a little insight into myself and how I normally watch YouTube. I watch it at the end of the day. I don't know what this says. G-R-E. I have no clue what this says. G-R-E. I don't know what letter that is. Is that a T? No, it's not greeting. Maybe it is greeting. Oh, that looks really weird. So one of the things that I do before I go to bed every night, almost every night, unless I am exhausted and can't even keep my eyes open. That has happened. But most nights, how I relax and wind down is to watch YouTube videos. So I will say that sometimes that is why if I'm one of your subscribers, if you're one of my friends and I subscribe to your channels, that is one reason why I don't always comment, is because I'm winding down and I watch it on a tablet, and so it's not easy for me to type. And so I like to think that like, oh, the next day I'll go back, like if it was something that really caught my eye, something resonated with me, I will make every effort to try to comment the next day. Because it's very rare for me that I watch it in like while I'm crafting. I don't usually, unless it's a class. That's the only time that I watch it usually. Or if I'm just like, if something's on TV and I don't want to watch it, and I'll go up and grab my tablet. But that's usually how it goes. All right, let's see. Oops. what are some of the things that you guys have been working on? I've been working on some, not a ton, because like I said, I haven't really been down here, but mostly it feels like it's been mostly organizational stuff, and that's okay. My stuff will get organized. So otherwise it just piles up on here and it's not motivating at all to want to scrap. So part of me doing this, today is Saturday. We do have some plans today, so I'm not going to be scrapbooking today, but I was like, what can I do? I have like a little bit of time where we have some downtime before we're going out and meeting up with some family. And what can I do? Well, I'm like, I have that pile of stuff that I can go organize. So that's what I'm doing. But that means that I got all my errands done today and yesterday. And that means that I can come and play tomorrow, which is awesome. So that's why that's the motivator enough that I need, that I can come down here today, clean this up, leave it nice and clean, and then come back and craft tomorrow, because I don't know which video will go up first yet. If this one will go up or the next one will go up, but I was just looking at the calendar and I was like, oh my gosh, like I have a crop. My next crop is in February, and it's like February. It's like the first full week, like that weekend. It starts like Thursday night, Friday, Saturday. So I think it's like 6th, I think it's a Thursday, 7th, and then the 8th and the 9th. And I was like, oh my gosh, like it's going to be here. Like I haven't even worked on kits. I don't even know how many are back there. I'm going to be in rough shape if I'm not going to be as productive. I wouldn't say I'm going to be in rough shape. I'm just not going to be as productive is what I'm sharing. So let me just throw these out. And we'll move to the next phase. Oh, no. I still have one more. So these two. All right, that's fine. But so yeah, so I've been a little bit worried about that. Because I was like, what am I going to do? I have to work on pulling together kits, because otherwise, like, I'm going to be like, I know myself. I will be just ho-hum, like, I don't know what I'm going to work on. I'm not really inspired to do this. And then it's going to just be a big waste of time. So if I don't try to stock up on, or at least match up my printed photos with either some base pages or some kits, something. Ouch. So the other thing I was thinking is that I have a ton of travel pictures to go through. So I was thinking of doing that in a separate video, but it really is just about events that have a lot of pictures, right? A video really about that and what to do, what I do. I can't say if this is an alternative for what everybody should do, because that's not how I do things. And I can only give insight into my process, but I don't know what's taken me. I was driving today from errand to errand, and I was like, you know what? Why haven't I done that already? Like, I already know, like, that's my process, and why haven't I done it? I don't really know. But that's something else that I want to try to do, because then it'll limit the amount of pictures, right, that I'm going to create layouts for, because of my process, because of what I do. And what I do, it's no surprise if any of you have been following me for a while, you know that part of what I do is that I go through, ouch. Ooh, I got myself on that one. Is that when I have a lot of pictures and I want to scrap them, I try to pick like one or two as my, like, the highlight pictures, pictures I want to create a layout for. And then the others are more like they supplement the story, and I put them in project pocket pages. I was going to say Project Life, but they're not. I don't have just Project Life. Okay. So that's my process. That's what I do. But it can really, I need to work on my travel photos, but it can really work for anything. If you have a situation where you, this isn't working very well. It's not really trimming these well, which is why I had this, but this wasn't working well either. Let me look. But it'll work for any event where you have a lot of photos that you want to incorporate into your album. Even if that means that you're not going to scrap every single one of them. And that's where I kind of fall. There are folks that that use other methods to be able to scrapbook when they have like a ton of pictures. And so that may, for them, it may be that they do the smaller a smaller canvas. So whether they use, this isn't working, hold on. Ooh. Okay. I know you're probably like, why do you have kitty or doggy? This is just like I picked up at the dollar store because some of the dies I just didn't have the strength to be able to cut through. So sometimes that works. But some people end up using, getting back to what I was saying before I started talking about this. I'm going to try it upside down, see if that works. They use either smaller albums, or they do they'll do some kind of like junk journal, or there's some folks that use memory planners, like whatever it may be that you choose. I think I'm gonna have to leave it like that because it's not coming loose. Let me try these. So that one worked a little bit better. Maybe I didn't squeeze hard enough. Oops. So whatever it is that it may be, I just think it may be, I don't know, a helpful video to just kind of show like one of the processes. And not that like doing pocket pages isn't out of this world. People know about them. But in case people are maybe interested in not so much of the decision making about the photos, because I think that's very personal, but then like what the process looks like after that, right? So I may do that as part of the kit, but I may do a little bit of prep work. And I was like, you know what? You would probably cut a lot of time if you just went through your printed photos and decided which ones were going to go into pocket pages and just put them in there and make some kind of reference that the pictures that you want to do full scrapbook layouts for has a pocket page, and you can have it somewhere in your room. And that where you can easily find them, whether it's with the, like right next to the album where they should be going, or somewhere else. So that's what I was thinking. So it's another thing I have to do, or I'm thinking about doing tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm getting a little nervous about my kits, just because, like I've been mentioning over and over, like I just haven't been down here. And so I don't know what I have and what I don't have. All right. This is getting on my nerves here. Let's see. So I think I was updating you guys the last time around, I think it was in my goals video. My friend Scylla, I think I had talked in my goals video. Hold on. I had talked in my goals video. Let me finish a thought. My mind is like, blah, 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 blah. In my goals video, I had talked about like not like trying to set myself up for success and not giving myself unachievable goals. But my friend Scylla had a video last night. Again, Scylla, I have commented, or I am meaning to. I just didn't do it yet. It's been a busy day today, but it resonated with me, and I can't remember if I love the title of it. She had two. I think she had one this morning and the one last night. The one I watched last night was called Lies I Tell Myself. I love that title. But then she had another one following that one. And she is Choice Bits of Bliss here on YouTube. Follow my friend if you don't already follow her. And she started talking about the collections, and I should say the supplies that she brought in 2024. So I started thinking today, I was like, I'm like, because in my mind, I don't think I shop very much. Now, what I just showed you a little while ago, and this clearly is evidence that I do shop. I don't shop every month like this, but I do shop every once in a while. I can't pass up a good sale, usually, especially if it's something that I love and I know at some point that I will use. But there's certain things I definitely do not bring into my space anymore. And those are some lies that I tell myself too, because Thickers was on there, and look, your girl got some Thickers at Joann's the other day. So not completely all of the time, but thinking that it was like an exceptional circumstance, right? So anyway, okay, that's not working either. Giving up on that one. These are tricky, man. Okay, that one came out like a dream. Okay. All right, maybe I'll go back to this one because... Oh, it's the ones that are inside that are giving me problems. So anyway, I was thinking as I was driving. I do a lot of thinking when it's quiet in the car and I'm driving. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I should really start, because one of the things that she didn't realize is how much product she brought in year 2024. And I was kind of thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't think I bought very much stuff in 2024. And then clearly that's a lie, because I have a bunch of Scraproom kits that I have yet to touch. Sorry, I'm just digging out my dies here so when I put them back, I can organize them. And I was like, I should really keep track, because maybe I have a point. Maybe I don't buy enough. But maybe those are lies I tell myself as well, like Scylla. And maybe I buy a lot more than I think. If this doesn't fit in here, I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to have to find a bigger... Uh-oh. Nope. All right. I can't worry about that now. But let's get these sheets. I got these magnetic sheets on Amazon. You can get them anywhere. You don't have to get them there. I just like these because they fit this perfect. So I have these circles here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put these here. Nope, that's not going to fit either. Eventually, when I get bigger ones, bigger baggies or bigger storage, then I will have to move them. But for now, these will work. Okay, there we go. And I'm just gonna put those together so I don't lose them. All right. So that's what I'm thinking of doing because and I don't really know what that will look like. Wait a second. What am I doing? That is not Christmas. This is a plant. But I bet you I can put that truck down here because some of it is plants. I'm gonna move my lemons here. So I don't know if I'm gonna catalog it, but I think I was more thinking, oh, that's not gonna fit in there. I thought it would fit. Let's do it the opposite. I think that'll be fine if it overlaps a little, right? Oh no, it's both of. If I have room, then I can move it. But I was like, you know what? I'm like, maybe I'll just keep track so that maybe I will surprise myself and I really will have more than enough stuff that I bring in, and I can see if it's really deliberate purchases or if they are whim. And the other thing I don't do is I don't keep track of how much I spent on my hobby, my scrapbooking. And maybe because I am under this, impression that I'm good because I don't spend a lot of money, right? That's what I tell myself. I don't spend a lot of money. I only buy what fits on my shelf. And that's partly true. I do use my stuff, but I've expanded to other areas. Not a ton, but I just, I have my bins where I keep certain things. All right, let's see. We've got to be getting close to the Christmas stuff here. All right. All right, let's see. Here's December. So there's room there. This has some snowflakes, but has stuff on both sides. This is some greens. This is full on both sides. These are bows. Here's Christmas tree. Here's these, and then I think this is fall. Yeah, I think, or those are leaves in fall. Okay, so let's see about, did I say there was room back here? Yeah. All right, so what I think I'm going to put back here are these. Do this, this, may have to move one of these off to the side there and there. There we go. The other thing, it was smelly basementy down here because I'm not down here. Normally, like right now, I have my Bath and Body Works candle going, and that would be me if I was working down here. I would set the mood with my candles. It would always be smelling nice down here. So let me know if you keep track of your supplies and how you do that, because I'm not really sure how to go about it. Because I don't think I am to the point of where I am purchasing things more than once. I don't think that's me. It's not my usual anyway. And if you've done that, it's no judgment, it's fine. But it's just not something that I normally experience, if you will. Okay, moving over these dies. These are the poinsettias. I never know how to say that. All right, so that's good. This is the month and the years, months and numbers, I should say. And then I'm gonna grab one of these, and hopefully all of these will fit on here. Does that say meeting? I don't even know what these say. You know what I should do with these? I'm gonna leave them out. This one says jingle. I'm gonna put like a cardstock back here with the words. Because otherwise I will never use them. If that says bright, that says jingle. This says Wonderland. That I have no idea. No clue. Let's see. I gotta turn them over. Didn't I say that? Oof. Nope. No clue. This one. Christmas. Holiday. That says peace. I can tell that one. No clue. Mary. Winter. I think that says winter. Believe. That's an ampersand. Joy. Noel. I think that says greetings, but I'm not 100% sure. Santa. I know him. If you know that. That looks like earth. Maybe peace on earth. Cheer. And season. Okay. Where am I going to put this? So I'm going to leave this one out. And I have an extra cardstock in here already. So I'm going to leave this out for myself so that I remember to just put those through. Oh, I almost forgot this one. All right, leave this one out. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. This has been a little bit of a longer video, but thank you for, if you're still around and you're watching this, thank you so much for watching. And just know probably the next couple of videos will be me trying to get like ready for the crop that I'm attending. I'm going to be putting together some goodie bags, so that for my friends. So I will try to show you those as well. And then I've got some rearranging of all of the supplies that I brought in to do. All right. So until next time, guys, take care and bye for now.